Morning. Bloody hell, it's cold this morning. Really is. About time I did an upgrade. This is my Peugeot. I say my Peugeot, it's actually my dad's car. And now I've got it. And I've had it for about 3 years. Now, I use this a lot. This roof rack. I carry all sorts on it. Mainly using it for the surfboards, for getting to and from the sea. But with this extra wide load, I can carry all sorts on there. I've carried ridiculously heavy plates of glass, ridiculously large pieces of wood. It's quite handy. But the problem is this. My dad designed it so he could put his boat on the top. And the edge of the boat came down here. My wife's banging her head now. Kids are banging their heads. So these are coming off. This car itself is a Peugeot 207 station wagon. And it's got to be about 10, 11 years old now, but it just works for Cornwall. Now, I've had Range Rovers, and I've had sports cars. My TDI Chimera was awesome, but all of those have got one thing in common. They depreciate like a stone falling out of the sky. This has lost, in the last 3 years, maybe 200 quid. Those other cars flipped me. I was losing tens of thousands on. Plus, this car fits in the lanes here. Those others, the pickups that I had, and the Range Rover especially, no chance. This one scoots through. The space is loads in the back here. I could fit tons of stuff in. I'll fold the seats down as well if needed, and when we're doing the cottage, I can get all of my gardening stuff in the back and the clean stuff on the back seats, so that when we're doing the changeover for the sheets and all that kind of stuff, they're kept out of the way in a nice area. I think if money were no object, then I would probably go for a Land Rover Defender, one of the new ones. But realistically, that is going to be about £97,000 more than this. And is it going to do much more than this for what I do? I don't think so. So this is about the need. And the need is to make this work a bit better. So this morning, I'm off to get a roof rack, a replacement, and do a bit of an upgrade on the car. Let's go and get it sorted. That's it. Let's go and have a look. It's this roof rack that I'm coming in to get today. Sorted. Half and half. Half inclined to do it here and now, but this stuff is, this old one is rusted on like buggery, so I think I might need my tools back at home. So that's the roof rack purchased. It's going to go back now, get it fitted, and then we're off. Now I use this car, as I say, partly because my dad gave it to me, so that's, thanks Dad. I was quite happily using my motorbike, but he was a bit concerned that at winter times it was a bit too rough, so I can understand that. This car is really cheap to run. I think it gets about 60 miles to the gallon out of it. I mean, it's a diesel, so that's not great, but with 60 miles to the gallon, you'd be hard pressed to find anything that's as economical as this to run. I've got no reason to want to change it, unless of course Land Rover come to me and say, "Rich, here you go. Here is a free Land Rover Defender." Then I might be hard pressed not to take that. Crack on. Let's go and get this fitted and go and get it. See how it works out. Looks like my mates come out to try and help me. Hello, good. I'm not sure that's not going to be. Now, I was thinking this is going to be an easy job, but what I'm noticing is that as I'm turning, it's just all rusted together. So let's go. Now, it's been a while since I've been able to see the roof, and I think it needs a damn good clean. Let's have a look at getting this rack fitted then. So it comes with two parts. First bit is the foot, which goes on the rails, and the other bit is the crossbar. So my plan is to mock it up, raise it over the roof bars, and hopefully just lock it on the bars. Fair enough. Right, turns out there's a bit of a knack to getting these locks inside of these. On top of the lock is this springy piece of metal, and it is held in with a spring. It's wide on one side, and when you push it there's only a small tab on the other side. Now that aligns in here. You see there is, if I put my hand there, see there is on the far side, there is a small tab, and that corresponds to the small tab that's sticking out there. There we go, and it pushes through. It is really quite a tricky thing to get lined up and do. Pull this rubber thing out, you kind of think, oh, that's the same size, it would go in there somehow. It would just go straight, but it doesn't go in that gap at all. You're supposed to take this pair, split the two, and then just fit it in. It's all the way down. Job's a good one. Roof rack height, and then it's going to come just under. That's it. Fingers are still working, but only just. Question is, Reg, what do you think? Do you approve? I wonder.